precious souls. Welcome to the live. Oh, hello, everybody. We've got Enchanted Vibes. We've got Conscious Soul 44 Donna. Looks like I'm missing a bit of a party here. Welcome, you guys. I'm trying to catch up really fast, but Reverend's here too. Hello. Oh, I didn't know Donna was going live. Donna, you could have had the live. I've been shoveling tons and tons of snow. So much snow. It's ridiculous. Enchanted Vibes. I go through. Okay, I got it. Glitchmatic. Got me. Howdy, y'all, says Reverend. What a night, eh? So everybody's energy is really high, is it? I was out tobogganing with kids down a wicked cool homemade, like, big whipping sleigh trail. Sled trail? Earlier. Woo! What just jumped out? I want that. Oh, look at this. I just banged my head. Well. We'll see where that comes out later. How's everybody doing? Can ya hear me? Oh, you can't hear me. You can't hear me because this microphone is really annoying. Oh, okay. I'll just use my super strength to bend it. Welcome to the live, everybody. And Conscious Soul 44, my keyboard keeps freezing up. Not today, Satan. Oh, Enchanted Vibes, that sounds like fun. Drop kick Satan. I hope you guys are all doing good. I've worn out pretty much every part of my body at this point with all the shoveling. Everything came off of one side of my roof, and it is the heaviest snow. Oh my gosh. But you know what? I don't need a gym membership, right? So how's everybody doing? So much energy shifting at this time. So much energy shifting. And it's all about releasing, purging, cleansing. It's not so much about creating manifestations. It's not so much about creating manifestations as it is about releasing anything that's in the way of what we've already created, right? This is a very powerful time. Oh, it's so powerful. Can you guys hear me okay? Happy Family Day. I've been saying that all weekend. Happy Family Day. All right. I'm not even using Osho Zen today. I usually start with those, but I'm going to, ooh, look at that on the bottom though. Ooh, pure consciousness. I'm going to start by asking you guys if you have any questions. Hopefully you can hear me on this thing. Conscious Soul 44. Donna says, tons of releasing energy. I found it more easy to release feelings. Yes. And a lot of things bubbling up so we can release them, right? Enchanted says, my energy is on super high, but at the same time, I'm being pulled back to slow down. I guess recalibrating is what you would call it. Yeah. Well, I was full of pea and vinegar, but then I spent some climbing up a hill and then riding down with a bunch of kids. And then as soon as I got back home, my recess was over really fast because I watched all the snow slide off there and I'm like, great. And then of course the dog needed out. So I had to really haul butt to get some of that heavy ice and snow moved because it blocks entrances, right? Blocks the back entrance. And then the front will block the front entrance. That's coming soon. There's freezing rain moving in. So that'll be interesting. Oh, Reverend says, I stacked a ton of pallets, vacuumed, cooked food, drew for several hours. Cool. Wrote and processing all this surging energy. Yeehaw. It's weird. Like the last couple days, I've written songs. Today, what came through in the car, but I never got a chance to look at the lyrics. Now, what is that song? Oh my gosh, I meant to look at it, but I didn't have time before I got on here. Um, oh shoot, I'm gonna see if I can find it on my phone, and then I don't even think I'm allowed to play it because then they'll say, "Oh, copyright," blah blah blah. But I think there's something very powerful in the lyrics because even though it would drop out of my mind, all of a sudden it would pop up again as I was shoveling over and over. I kept hearing it since the car. So I'm going to find out what that is. I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, not here. So it sounds like we've all been busy. Cautious Soul 44 Donna says, wow, wherever. And yeah, busy day. Very busy day. So we're all using our energy wisely. We're being gifted all of this. We're using it in ways that are helping us for sure take care of things that have been waiting for us for sure. But also we're being asked to pour it into something that brings us joy. And it's, oh wow, I just got Pursuit of Happiness. Oh wow, that was a good movie. That was an older movie, but a good one. Pursuit of Happiness. I think that's what it was called. Where you just don't give up. You just keep pushing through all the hard stuff, but then eventually it all works out. But you've got to pour into yourself and keep believing in yourself. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so does anybody have a question? Oh, and how are you guys getting along with that Discord that I created where you can just go in and talk to each other? I still haven't had time to sit down and actually learn more about it. My daughter started it for me, but it looks pretty cool because then we don't have to wait to speak to each other, right? We can all connect in one space. Enchanted says, great movie with Denzel Washington. Yeah. And Enchanted says, I mean, Will Smith. Yeah. Will Smith and I believe that was truly his son in real life. That's his son, if I remember right. It was a very powerfully moving and inspiring movie. I got goosebumps just thinking about it, so that's pretty cool. Um, Enchanted says I got somewhat into it. There's tons of features on it. Yeah, I mean, just me trying to find the homepage, the chat space where we were all talking. I was like, what button does that again? Cautious Soul 44 Donna says the Discord thing is cool, but still learning it. Me too. Yeah. And Reverend, energy in, energy out, not hanging on to it. Need to put it to work. Yes. Transmutation and grounding. Work through work or not. I have no idea. My Discord is botched, red flagged. Ah. Well, I still plan on having face-to-face meetings. Jason, somehow he didn't get the invite. I'm sure that was some human error on my part on our practice round, the one that we did live with each other. So next time I definitely want to make sure that he gets into our meeting because he was really excited. Donna says, can you tell me what my ancestors need me to know? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. All right, let's tap in to your ancestors, your higher self, guardian angels, and your spirit guides. I'm also asking for the protection of Archangel Michael. What is this? To me, often, now everybody reads the cards their own way, right? Because your spirit guides get to know your language, what reminds you. This reminds me of somebody who's kind of wishy-washy, non-committal, in and out. But let's see what this is, because it can also represent a new passion for something. So right, they said, look at the bottom. Wish fulfillment and the star. Okay. So they told me to read it like that. Your ancestors are saying you've broken through enough cycles that you're starting to really shine and be authentic and follow your passions. There's a lot of passion here. You're starting to create your own wish fulfillment by shining your light and being an inspiration to others on how important it is to continue to heal and to keep that hope. All right. And this new passion coming in, and you're bossing up. Like your energy is highly attractive, um, especially doing your own YouTube channel and just speaking out on the things that resonate with you. You're finding, oh, I'm sorry, they're saying others are finding because they're attracted to your energy, the ones that are meant to align with you, which is so cool. So, any guidance? Use discernment, and I can vouch for this. And what they just showed me, because they like using my examples of experiences, is you will have those people. You can call them. I like to call them zombies, and I don't know why, but the zombies that come on here and they pretend they got a fake account and they're just trying to get info and they're trying to sabotage what you're doing. And they say the most biggest nonsense. Have discernment about who you keep in your space at this time. And especially when you have your own YouTube channel, just know when to kind of ignore them and not feed into that. Also, don't be afraid to speak authentically on your truth, right? Which you are already doing. You're sharing a lot of your story, but not backing down just because people don't feel comfortable when you're shining. You know what I mean? So I think that's pretty darn cool. Um, Hopefully that helped on it. Oh, look, they said, look at the bottom. Yeah, this is aligning you with your generational wealth because you've done the work. So this is the happily ever after. So you creating the world of your dreams, it is what is taking you really quickly and passionately toward absolute security, everything that you would consider your dreams, right? You're the one doing this alone. And you need to remember that when people say, oh, you don't deserve that, you're just lucky. No, you've done the work and you've remained in faith, walking forward in your own authenticity and not allowing anybody to sway you. That's what got you here because you are truly a little earth angel, right? You're someone bringing peace and balance to the world. And you earned every bit of this. You've been patient through so many transitions. This is what I'm just hearing right now. Wow. And they're also saying, don't forget, you've got warriors operating on your behalf, protecting you, right? You're a beautiful, tempered being. This is really cool. You're on the right path. And I think you know this 100%. But if you want confirmation, yeah, Donna, you're totally on the right path. So there you go. Cosmic made it. Hi, Cosmic. Hi there. I quit smoking cigs, drinking energy drinks, and taking my ADHD meds all in the same week. So please bear with me while I retire my nervous system. Love you all so much. Oh my gosh, let's all send amazing celebration energy to Cosmic. That is whopping milestones, Cosmic. I am so proud of you. We're sending you so much speedy healing through this whole process. This is something you need to celebrate. Look at the goosebumps, man. Your spirit guides are so happy right now. Any guidance for Cosmic? Anything for Cosmic? Oh my gosh. You're shocking people, Cosmic. You are shocking people, but you're showing them how it's done, how to tear down all these old behaviors and patterns and just start a brand new life. Like you're not waiting. You're doing it all. Enchanted says, good job, Cosmic. So proud of you. Wow. And Donna says, thank you, Kat. It resonates for sure. And it's easy to stay in my truth. So patient. I know you've been awesome, Donna. So we are all so proud of you, Cosmic. That's amazing, amazing, amazing. It's inspiring for all of us to say, look what we can achieve, right? When we set our mind to something, when we set our heart to something, I just heard. Oh, my dog's chirping away, Cosmic. Oh, let's give Cosmic the biggest energy hug from your family. We are so proud of you. I hope you mark that date down on the calendar so that we can celebrate it in a year from now. All of it. We can celebrate it a week from now. We can celebrate it a month from now. Donna says, look at you bossing up. What a rock star. Man. You've got a lot to show people and teach people, Cosmic. Oh, look at this. There's some kind of a emotionally overflowing, joyful offer coming in, right? What is this, Spirit? It's because you're on your highest timeline. We've made it, guys. Like we're here, okay? It's not the big uphill climb anymore. And I'm not saying, "Oh, wow, look, everything's just magical and I'm saying we're here. And now it's about us creating the world that we want to live in, that we want to be a part of, that we want to support. And we're all doing it right now. Cosmic. This is awesome. Donna, Enchanted, Reverend, me, all of us, everybody, even the ones who aren't here today, we're all creating the world that we truly desire by only putting our attention on that. And that's why you'll see some of the lower vibrational energies starting to do jabs now, trying to get, can I get you to react? No, 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 actually. You're not even in my timeline. Have a good life. Work on healing. That's where it's at. And so it's about focusing on only what you want. Okay, what's this emotionally overflowing offer? I just heard work, but let's just see. Yeah, oh my gosh, really? I can't even make that up. Literally, mastering something you're working on. Spirit, you're too cool. Brand new beginning. Okay, so there's this brand new innocence sparked in you, and I'm seeing like your inner child, and this has been so predominant the last couple days where you're starting to listen. Okay, what do you want to do? It's finally our turn. You get to shine. I'm the parent now. What do you want to do? And this innocence that's saying, okay, let's go on an adventure. It's so cool. I love this. Um, Cosmic says, I feel like the 13th floor Tower of Terror ride at Disney World. No doubt. Oh, and we've got Low just joined us. Welcome. Not even on my timeline. Yes, exactly. And it's beautiful, isn't it, to have that freedom? And we worked for years, our entire lives, to get to this point. Enchanted Vibes says the clingers looking from the outside window like window shoppers. Yeah, so give them a show. Here's what it looks like. It's worth going in and doing the healing. And it's not up to us to carry anybody, but to set a good example just by being ourselves. Authentic, true, raw, real, and show them how good it gets, guys. Reverend Cosmic, hold fast. As the old sailors say, you've got this. It's worth it to get the real you where you can work with it. Sorry, I'm stumbling here. Water, lots of water, and spoil yourself in some way every day. That is very good guidance. I agree, Reverend. And Conscious Soul 44, Donna says, I'm thinking of speaking at AA meetings to share my story and hopefully show others what is possible after giving up substance abuse. Bam! Exactly. That's how, guys, this is it. This is how we are transmuting the darkness, the shadows. We are using that. We are transmuting by creating something that we can create a beautiful outcome with. So we're taking what is negative that's been done to us or for us or around us or that we've experienced, and we're using it. We're transmuting and alchemizing it into something that can be used as an example. This could be book form, movie form, your own YouTube form, going into meetings and meeting with people. And Donna, I think you're also with this. Once we learn this Discord thing that we created, you could have your own that specializes in people that just need to touch base with others 24/7. Like this could go anywhere. Just realize there's no limit. There is no limit to what we could do. It'll keep expanding and expanding and expanding. And this new beginning. Donna, I love that. I love that so much. Enchanted Vibes, get your notepads, folks. Reverend One Horn says, Enchanted, oh, look at you. All five of Pentacles out there. And Enchanted says, right. Angels posted up outside, like, go ahead and try it. Reverend, beautiful, Conscious. Share you and live as proof you did it. Wonderful. Exactly. And part of the journey is instead of allowing yourself to bathe in the anger or feeling like the victim or feeling like there's unfinished business, pull the lessons so that you can do things like Donna and like what I'm trying to do and what everybody's trying to do here. We share our story. We no longer have that anger. That anger represents control over us. which we let go of. We released it. And instead, we can take what we are seeing, what we've experienced, and we can bring it out to other people, which transmutes it. So we don't want to keep giving it back. That's then we're just at their level, right? You don't just keep retaliating. You don't have this vengeance anymore, this vengefulness. It's so much easier just to make something beautiful because then you can release it. You're like, thanks for the pile of putty. I think I'll make myself something special with it. And then I will capitalize on it by sending it out into the world in the way that I want to see it. And I'll give it to others and I will share it with others. And that is the ultimate. That is like, that what if that isn't the biggest slap in the face for the people that have been trying to sink us with things, is all they're doing is giving us the goods and the resources that we need to share with others. And that is how I view it personally. I don't get mad. My dad used to say as a joke, don't get mad, get even. It was a joke. It was an ongoing joke because he wasn't like a mean person. But what's the best way to get even is to just level up and shine and help others, because the people who are operating in lower vibration, that's what they're fighting against. So the best thing you could do is take their mud pie and make it into a beautiful castle for everybody to rise in, right? Oh my goodness. Reverend Wenhorn, beautiful, cautious. Share you. I read that. Cosmic. You can only meet people at the depth you've met yourself. Bam. Exactly. You guys, we need to write a little book with all these little quotes. I love it. But you're so right. Um, where was I? Enchanted says, beautifully said, Cosmic. And Reverend Cosmic, I like what you did there. And Conscious Soul 44, yes, there's so much healing to do to stay sober easily. Yep, I agree. All of us, we are all on a journey of overcoming the things that we once maybe felt shame for, but everybody has these frailties, these insecurities, these fears, these all of the stuff, right? That's the shadow. But when you can look at it honestly and hold yourself accountable and say, wow, that was crazy, but what a ride, right? That was our learning experience. We had to go through that. And I recognize these shadows. Now let's bring it out so that no one else feels alone and they don't mind looking at their own shadows, and they can learn and grow from it and continue to share and share and share with others and grow. Um, Enchanted Vibe says, we are all our own main characters in this journey. Yep, exactly. And we write our own story. Enchanted Vibe says, we control the narratives of our life. Absolutely. Because of our actions are our actions. And the truth always comes out. No matter how it's twisted to try to suit somebody else's, false reality, it is always going to show through your actions. And if you're being authentic, right? Enchanted says, Donna says, yes, Enchanted Vibes. And Cosmic, I am an OG with the spiritual stuff and navigating the realms, but boy, this human experience challenging as F. Yes, it is. Super challenging, but you were built for it. And you're proving it. Reverend Wenhorn, oh, Cosmic, sober is never easy. The choices become more clear, but the choice is always there. Any day I could choose poorly, but I'm focused on what I like about me and what I can change if I don't. There, exactly. That's so empowering, but that's true. Buffalo Underdogs here. Hi, guys. Enchanted Vibes. Hi, Buffalo. Good to see ya. And you got this, Cosmic, Donna said. We're all on a very collective journey, but it's unique for us because our experiences, our past, everything that we've endured or gone through or learned from is our own. And by sharing, we give each other tips and we can support each other unconditionally, right? Because doing it as a team is a lot better than doing things alone. Enchanted Vibes. Has anyone else felt a shift in the dream state? Yes. I had a weird, intense dream conversation, but can't remember the details. Wow. Yep, I've definitely felt a lot of shifts in the dreams. Enchanted Vibe says, I hate what I forget. Oh, you'll remember what you need to when you need to. Cautious Soul 44 Donna says, hello, Buffalo Underdog. And Cosmic says, thank you so much. Well, we're all so proud of you. You are an inspiration, Cosmic, so thank you. Buffalo Underdog says, yes, I've been having Mad weird dreams for days. Been keeping a journal too. Awesome. That's very important because we will get so much information. It's like when I used to be a dietary aid in the long-term care we had, you had to label the heck out of everything, first in, first out. And it's even like, cameras and all that. The first thing in is the first thing out, right? So you can only retain so much information. And then your brain's going to say, "Hey, we're full. Kick the old thing out." So keeping a journal will keep you on track. You can you can chart it. The spirit literally just said, "Don't forget to chart it." Literally, you could create a chart and recognize the patterns on your journey. Yes. I love that. Um, so Conscious Soul 44 Donna says, yes, enchanted vibes. My dreams are more often, but not remembering much either. Yeah. And in Buffalo Underdog, your dreams have been mad weird for days, Reverend. Cosmic, appreciate your angle. That will help tremendously. And Enchanted, I feel like spirit is trying to reach out via dream, but it's difficult because my sleep has been so disturbed lately. Yes, it's about how I did it is I literally had to just force myself to go to sleep even if I wasn't tired, and do the thing where I said I'd name all the things I'm grateful for and give all my gratitude and stuff. I'd fall asleep, and I'd have to be very disciplined at when I put myself to sleep, knowing it takes a while to fall asleep when there was all those interruptions. Yes. Also sleeping under the stars, but it's a little chilly for that around here right now. Nature has a way of doing that for us. And Cautious Soul 44 Donna, I wake up sometimes talking in my sleep like I'm having a conversation. Yes. I've done that. Apparently in the past. But our dream time, here's a question for you guys. Which one's real? The dream realm or this realm? Because almost like, what was that? Oh my gosh, I should know this. The Matrix, or even like Avatar, right? It's like you plug in and you go into this elusive world, and then you recharge by sleeping, right? You plug back into homeland, right? Or the spirit world, or however you want to look at it. Divine intelligence. So when we sleep, that's why our sleep is so important. It literally reboots, rejuvenates. We get the downloads that we need, and it's kind of like going home. It's a different realm, right? Enchanted Vibe says, I'll fall asleep, but I'm woken up frequently. Cosmic, please dream way bigger, fam. Great Spirit is about to rock our socks off. Oh, you betcha. Reverend says, Buffalo, that has been my experience lately. Much better last night. But wow, crystalline, vivid, then poof, gone. Can't remember anything. I used to keep a notepad and a pen beside my bed, for that reason. Because as soon as you wake up and you get another thought, it's gone, right? Same as that channeled song that kept hitting me. I should really check the lyrics on it. Enchanted Vibes. I take notice of the times it happens and research them. Yep. There you go. Because there's always an influence. Sometimes it's other people mucking with our energy. And sometimes it's the environment, or it's shifts in the patterns of the moon or anything, right? There's so many things that influence our sleep. And Enchanted Vibes. I think dream state is just another dimension, like a dip into timelines. Yeah. And we're much closer to spirit at that time. That's when our loved ones will come visit. If you have loved ones that have passed that are in your dreams, that's them visiting. Okay. It's easier. It's easier for your mind to wrap around. It's easier for you to connect and them to connect. And they love doing so while you're resting. Deep, deep rest. It's that deep resting state. Enchanted Vibes. I suspect that's partially the reason. Enchanted Vibes, reason. Yep. Okay. Cautious Soul 44 Donna says, I'd like to remember slaying demons in my sleep time. The only thing I can come up with because my body hurts in the yeah, you're fighting huge spiritual wars in your sleep, I'm sure. And what's to say we're not all doing that on some level, right, guys? Ooh, I wonder if this is our trip finally coming about. Traveling, really quick traveling. How many of us are there? Because this represents eight, and this can mean communications coming in fast. But I see eight wands, which also can represent a vacation and travel. Dang. Dream. What was that song? What have we done? I'm trying to remember. I don't even know who does it. Oh my gosh, I need my phone. I need to go look. Enchanted Vibes. They know my tips are coming through the dream state, so the clingers have to step in and try to steal the show. Yeah, well, good luck, right? Can't steal a show. That's your show. Yeah, hell yeah, vacation. Exactly, Donna. We are so overdue. This is absolutely ridiculous. All right, I'm going to go get my phone. Can you guys handle the conversation for a minute? I think we can do that, eh? I'll be right back. Oh, and Donna, I didn't know you were going to go live tonight. So I'm sorry I put this up there. I didn't even look. We got to go to Donna's live soon here. Got to go to Donna's party. Okay, where are you? Oh my gosh. It's a song by Energy. It's actually called Energy, the group. Love is life, life is love. Let's see if that's the right one. Let's see if that's the song I've been hearing in my head over and over and over. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Oh, for goodness sakes. I might have to put this in in the comments later. Um I'm a slow searcher. Okay, where are you? Let's see what that let's see if I can find it. Oh, for goodness sakes. I swear. Does there have to be interference with all of the things? Nope, that's not it. There's a there's a lot of songs about life. Okay, so Cautious Soul 44, Dawn is going live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Awesome. Good to know. Thanks, Donna. Okay, what did I leave off here, guys? Because obviously this didn't pan out. I'm trying to get the lyrics because Spirit kept doing a small part of the song. Enchanted Vibe says, it's taking along because it's going to be that epic and perfect. The vacation, yes. And Reverend says, cautious. There's a reason you don't remember. In context of this life, it would make it very hard to mingle socially or hold down meaningful employment. Oh, interesting. And Cautious Soul 44 says, I saw your live after I posted it. I didn't know. You'll do one tomorrow night at 7. That's so cool. Thanks, Donna. I was so tired. I had moved so much freaking snow and that real wet, heavy stuff, and it was like really deep off the roof that I just came in. I just made the post and I didn't even look. Well, tell me the name of the song then. What is this? They just keep playing this. It's kind of annoying. Hmm. Cautious Soul 44 says, true dat, Reverend. Okay, do you guys have any more questions while I'm trying to remember the lyrics of this song? I'm so determined, or is this stubborn? I can't really tell it at this point. Could this be it? Glass Tiger? Play it for me, baby, baby, baby. Come on. Oh my gosh, really? Come on. Just play it. Don't be shy. Wow, this is crazy. Enchanted Vibes, what does Spirit need me to know? Well, let's find out. When do you guys want to do our next meeting like we did last time and include Jason? Make sure he gets in there. What did you guys think of it? Enchanted Vibes, have you got somebody breadcrumbing you right now? Like offering you little bits of this, little bits of that, trying to keep you interested or connected and not really delivering, you know what I mean? Somebody who's future faking. Wow. Um, I'm open on my end. I had a blast and would love to do it again. Yeah, that was fun. Only I think we need to let oh yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay. We'll need to let Reverend and Reverend One Horn and Cautious Soul 44 Donna have more of a word in edgewise. It's really hard when we got a group of people that are so excited to talk to each other and then try to get everybody to be able to talk. But we'll figure it out. Enchanted, yes, sadly. Yeah, okay. It looks like someone who's abusing their power and authority, or they might be holding something over your head. And there's a what else, Spirit? Reverend One Horn. This feels like when the water pulls back from the shore before the really big wave comes in. Too many coincidences. Big fan of Meetup. We'll try to host as well. That is so awesome. And I totally know what you're talking about. I totally know what you're talking about. It's uncomfortable, it's unsteady on your feet, and it's pulling. But if you just stand strong and firm, you know it's just gonna wash over you and it's gonna be beautiful. If I'm reading you the same, Reverend. Cautious Soul 44 Donna. The meeting was fun. I laughed so much. I'll need Depends next time. I know. I was laughing so hard I had tears in my eyes. Reverend is laughing. Buffalo Underdog. Cat. I get songs almost every morning when I wake, and a couple times I would get only a hook, just a few words. So I had to look up the song by humming it or singing in the chorus. Use Google. That's what I'm trying to do right now, but I'm literally getting blocked every time. Everything I'm trying to do, it is not doing it, and it is frustrating me because Spirit always talks to me through music, always talks to me through music. And I'm like, it says Glass Tiger. I don't know if this is it. Is it called Diamond Sun? Is that the one? Once I hear a piece of it, I'll be like, yeah. Oh, for crying out loud. Now I got to sign up for Apple Music or something. It's like, just stop it. You know? I think it's something like, life gives love and love gives life. What have we done? I don't know if you guys know that one, but it keeps playing that over and over and over and over. And I'm trying to remember the lyrics because it was such an older song. And I'm not getting much help from Spirit. Thank you so much. But the lyrics they're saying are very important. What's this about celebrating and the Wheel of Fortune running in our favor? Can you imagine that? Yeah, it's time. It's go time. What do we got? Yeah, Reverend, you had some good laughs too. That's awesome during our meeting. And Cautious Soul 44, Cat, love you. Enchanted vibes. Aw. And Reverend says, bingo. Buffalo Underdog, you scheduled your meeting on my moving day. I missed it. I've got way more scheduled. Don't you worry. There's going to be so many. And Jason wants to make sure he gets to our next one. And there's so many of us at different times all over the world, but I'm just going to keep hosting them when we can and then just keep shooting the crap with each other, okay? Enchanted. Love you too, Donna. Reverend Winehorn, Buffalo, we are definitely doing it again. It was great. Wasn't it awesome? I know. It was fun. Oh gosh, it felt so good to have people that are finally finding people like us that we could just be ourselves. It was just amazing to me. They're haunting me with that song. Look at this. Looks like it's not just enchanted, and we're all getting our wish fulfillment and celebrating with each other. Okay, it just keeps coming out, guys. We just have to create it the way we want, and I have full faith in us of creating the exact life and world that we want. Like we etch a sketched the rest of the garbage out, so now it's a blank slate, and it's like, what do we want to do with it? And look at the fun we're having so far. It's fantastic. I love this. We're creating our own communities. We're creating our own chat spaces. We're creating our own private meetings. We're creating, and we're using all the muck and dirt from the pain of the past to fuel us to create the passion moving forward and constantly expanding and expanding beyond the expansion, which is so cool. Enchanted vibes. I can't wait. I'm ready. Hey, I'll do a meeting right after this if you want. But I think Jason will probably be in bed because I think usually when we start our lives, he just pops in really quick because I think he says he's tired because it's like midnight or something. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do alternating times like during the day, during the night, just to make sure everybody can have their chance, different days. Ooh, what's this? What is this? So this is a divine offering of a seed of potential, possibly even a windfall, but definitely the resources through someone who's done the work and has built themselves a solid foundation. This is someone who stays committed and grounded. It takes a while to build what they want, but when they do, they are sure of themselves. When they make decisions, they're sure of themselves. This is someone who could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but kind of embodies that. A really hard worker, but probably a business owner, might be coming forward with some kind of an offer that the divine is bringing through this individual. Because remember, there was something about work before, and there was something coming in that's going to make your heart feel so full. Think about it, right? Look at the possibilities. You could be doing everything you absolutely love, getting paid to do it when now that the negative energy is being cut that was blocking us, and all the right people aligning, and we're going to be collaborating. It's just beautiful. Okay, Cheta vibes. I know there's some shady BS going on in the back of my life, but I also know that the truth always reveals itself. Yes, so I'm not worried. I got better places to put my energy, like here. Exactly. And that's what we're doing, is co-creating a beautiful world. By focusing our attention on that, even though there are people trying to, like I said, poke the bear, to see if they've got any more pull on our life, which they absolutely do not. And you're right, things will come to light. It cannot stay in the dark. Nothing can stay in the dark. It's the balance in life. It's the ebb and flow. It's the light and dark. It's the give and take. It's the all of it, right? Balance. Thank you, Spirit. And balance will come forward with those who tried to take or do things that were deceitful or underhanded or unsavory. There you have it. Anybody else got a question? Oh, we've got Enchanted says, paparazzi is always going to be there for the stars. You bet. So you might as well be your true, beaming, authentic self and put on a show. Maybe some people can learn a little bit, right? Oh, remember we were talking about things coming to light? So somebody might potentially be seeing what's been going on behind the scenes there and bring some information forward. But I'm getting that you already know anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like this person, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thanks, Spirit. I actually don't want to talk about that, Spirit. I don't even want to go into that. So let's leave that one because we already know. They said you already know. Okay. Cautious Soul 44. The more we shine and stay in authenticity, the more it will trigger people. Of course it will. And that never stops, guys. It never stops. I have always been the smiling, laughing, giddy, playful, considered naive, pure child that has always been that child inside constantly. And people have tried to take it out. They're so pissed that I could be so happy for no apparent reason other than the fact that I choose to be. And it will be triggering to people who are married to being miserable, right? And it's not our job to make anybody feel any other way. Let them be their own way until they start to maybe see that it's a lot better life by watching you be happy. And maybe then they'll strive to do healing. That's up to everybody. Just be your true self and share what you can to those who are interested in healing, right? Yeah, Enchanted Vibe says, it's my hope that they learn. Yeah. Reverend and Enchanted, that's amazing. We can all learn, always fall back into more truth if we allow ourselves to get out of its way. We get our energy back and put it to work on what we desire, or just hang out and glow. Donna says, just call me Trigger. We'll call you Trigger, Trigger. Zappier than lightning. Like a tower. Cosmic. I want to build sanctuaries for human and wildlife alike and buy a giant abandoned castle for our playground. There you go. That sounds like something I had drawn out. Very similar, except the castle, but I'll throw the castle in. I like that. Enchanted Vibes. I find the more obsessive you become chasing truth, the more you push it away. Simply, the desperation is what we put out in energy. Yes. If we're craving or wanting, then we're in the state of wanting instead of having. It's about living like you already have everything that you want and watch it come in, because the external environment needs to match what's going on internally, right? So it all starts with changing what's inside. That's what brings it in. And Enchanted Vibes, I find, oh yeah, I read that, sorry. Dawn, amazing Cosmic. Buffalo Underdog, here, Cosmic, yep. Buffalo Underdog. Triggerfish is excellent. Enchanted Vibes, intentionality is everything for manifesting anything. Yes, it is intention. It's exactly that. You're right. Exactly. And passion. If you mix, anyone can have great intentions, but if you mix your passion with it, watch how quick that comes in, because emotions, it's like the magic sauce. When you mix it, directing your emotions with your thoughts and imaginations, whatever you could pull into your imagination. Enchanted says, that's the best fish I ever ate. And Cautious Soul 44, intention is energy. Isn't that interesting? Intervention. Intention is energy. Absolutely it is. It's an exchange. And it's just as powerful as money. It is. It's all the same. It's all energy. You can, yeah. That's a whole other rabbit hole, but we won't go there. Cosmic, I have this unshakable feeling in every fiber of my being that spirit is about to bless me with heaps of funding to start these humanitarian projects beyond our wildest dreams. I've had that too, and I do feel like that's very true. Extremely true. For me, one of my big downloads, which I know that I've got people in fake accounts just waiting to hear my every word so they can copycat me and pretend to be me. So I'll give them something. Maybe they'll heal enough to make it work. But some of the biggest problems are the abused and neglected animals and the abused and neglected people. Each are homeless. So put them together. We have so much land in this world. And if you had a place where they could seek proper shelter, be able to clean themselves, feed themselves, build their own gardens, and assign each of them a beautiful, healing, emotional animal, a dog that would normally be euthanized or has no home, or a cat or whatever, and have them build this bond and have them build this beautiful garden where they can all work together as a community to create their own food and their own meals and pitch in and do their part. Um, to me, that solves a lot of problems. And of course, the government doesn't want to do that. They're not going to fund that, right? Well, not the old government, perhaps the new one. Buffalo Underdog. Actually, that's how I manifest my dog to reincarnate in a new body. There you go. The dog I have, I'm very certain is reincarnated from my old childhood dog, Butchie. They look the same, they act the same, their eyes are the same, their souls are the same, and it is so beautiful. I love it. Oh, and I missed some stuff here. Enchanted Vibes, we have to be wise about where we put our energy, delegated accordingly, absolutely. And Cosmic, I have this unshakable feeling. Okay, so I didn't see Enchanteds before that. But you're absolutely right. And whatever you believe is going to become your reality. So, of course, that's going to be manifested. Enchanted Vibes, abolish greed. That's one way to evolve. That would be unrefutable. Absolutely. Sorry, that's hard to read around this light. Buffalo Underdog, I had an idea to buy up old abandoned schoolhouses and fire departments and make them shelters. Storm shelters, homeless, and no-kill pet shelters. Exactly. Isn't that just freaking wild how we are all coming for years and years and years? That could have been easily created. Look at all the engineers. Look at all the people with big ideas out there and the government and the money to do it. Why wasn't it done, right? Who cares? Why ask why? Let's make it happen now. Be the change, right? Create the change. Buffalo Underdog. Oh, I'm sure it's the same soul cat. Yep, I know. It is. I love my little furry puppy. He's my sweetheart. Reverend Winehorn. Imaginative application of will in accordance with in accordance with natural universal law. Emphasis on the imaginative. Every system observed becomes wisdom, which provides the focus for intent. Voila, magic. Exactly. Why do you... We already know. I don't like going back. There are some people that find my channel that may not know all this, and I feel compelled to explain it. But at the same time, I get kind of tired of explaining it, you know? We can't be led anymore. I'll just say that. We know that our attention has been used to create a world that we didn't want by keeping us reactive and by keeping us focused on things that brought fear and insecurity and all the things. But we don't allow that anymore. That's how that world is crumbling, because our attention isn't on it anymore. Our attention is going on to things that are beautiful, bright, sunshiny, happy, peaceful. And it's great for everybody, right? And I love this. I love this so much. Yeah, it's the big awakening. It is a huge, huge awakening, guys. Huge. It's mass. And that's why we're needed to keep people grounded and to help them understand what the heck's going on and what to do with this superpower that they're starting to align with, right? I threw my back out this morning. Enchanted Vibes. These shelters need to be put compassion to the forefront. Yes, they treat people who are already down like trash. It's sickening. That's why these things are needed. And it's the people who are struggling. Remember, guys, you've all been targeted, I'm sure. Okay? Remember, these people are down and out because they hold so much light and they've been targeted, right? They are our sisters. They are our brothers. They are soul family. And they've been pushed to the brink. Some of them now turning to drugs because they feel so little hope and faith. And they're laying on the ground and they're sleeping in dark spaces and they're not respected. And this is why we all need to come together and start doing something. We see it, and now we need to start doing something. Just like we clumsily created the Discord and we'll figure it out later. Like, go in and do something. I know I am definitely not made of money. I've been definitely drained by those who were targeting me, right? But when I have even a little bit, I don't mind sharing it with people that I know are struggling because I know what it's like. And we've got to share our ideas, find the right people, align and collaborate, share with each other, build where we can, and find more ways that we can generate more wealth that we can help other people. And it's a lot, but we can do it, guys. Nothing is beyond us, and we've proven it. Nothing is. Shada Vibes pisses me off because I've been there and, of course, stirred up the pot against the tyrants. Cosmic says, I know it's true because I literally saw our higher soul aspects weaving our highest abundance timeline into our reality like an ancient scribe, that you are quite the multi um, architect, Cat, I must say. And you know what? I know that. I know that. I know that I'm multifaceted and multidimensional for a reason. And there were a lot of people that knew that operated in darkness before I remembered. And that's okay because Kath remembers who she is now. And there's a reason why I can do so much, but now I need to devote it to the things that really fill my heart, which is creating a world that's great for everybody and fair. Cautious Soul 44 says, tomorrow, first day of the Fire Horse Ring of Fire, eclipse, and new moon. The things we are bringing in are coming fast. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're already here. I'm telling you, they're already here. It's great. Enchanted Vibes, they need advocacy. Yes, it's a human right. I win no friends. I don't make friends with my truth. But this is part of walking through the valley of darkness. This is part of doing the shadow work. This is part of being authentic. It's not pretty. It's not popular. But I speak on factory farming and testing on animals. And I speak on it. I don't have many people follow. I've lost so many followers by being authentic. And I'm totally cool with it. I'm totally cool with it. But I will not forget. I will not stop speaking up for those who have no voice. Because in other lifetimes, we remember. That's why it hits us hard. We remember. We were likely a lot of these animals. We were likely a lot of these. Everybody gets to experience everything. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. They think no one sees, and they're torturing or tormenting defenseless, innocent children, animals, etc. They're going to have to probably do it in another life. Or they probably came back to have this opportunity to bring change, and instead they chose the dark side. It's like, why? There's a lot of passion, so I won't go down that rabbit hole too deep. But yeah, I lose followers constantly, and I'm good with it, and subscribers because of what I believe. Um, Enchanted says, I'm down for tearing down faulty systems. They're crumbling. You're already doing it. You're doing it by speaking your truth. We're doing it when we share our story. We're doing it in our forward movements. We're doing it when we show people that when you do the healing, there's another way. You do not have to overpower others or steal from others to find this highest timeline. In fact, it's quite the opposite. We need to move forward in peace and literally do unto others as you want done to yourself, because we are all connected. So if you go and poke somebody in the face, you're only hurting yourself in other dimensions, even potentially, or when you have to spin the roles in another life because there's karma to balance. Or it's like wake up. You just feel like saying, just wake up. Cautious Soul 44, creating what we are talking about will happen. Yes, it absolutely will. And I find it interesting now that we're all speaking, how a lot of us share the exact same visions, right? I mean, come on. Those downloads were gifted for a reason. Enchanted Vibes, rotten fruit falls off the tree naturally. Yes, exactly. And Buffalo Underdog, Enchanted, I'll put you in charge of some of the shelters. We need to get 501, I think, status so I can pay you a salary. 501 status. And then Reverend says, whatever it is, it happens quick. I don't see how it gets there, but I know it does. And it leaves a lot of people without understanding. Our kind of crazy is vital. We show the way. Exactly. We are the calm, not reactive, but we are the calm voice, the grounded voice when everybody else is completely losing it, running around, overstocking and hoarding toilet paper like COVID. Really? I mean, you've seen, right? The voice of reason that says it's not about panic, and that's how you give your power away, right? We need to be that sound, logical frequency for others. And Donna, I'm loving our kind of crazy is powerful. Yes, it is. Buffalo Underdog 501c3. I hope I'm reading this right. The thing is, and I think it's kind of like maybe spirit let the people blocking me from getting readings or responses or the right people finding me is to prove to me that I don't need squat. The story keeps going, guys. We keep living. Surprise. We know the outcome. We win. Like, there's always a way. And it's not even about, like, I have done this out of the goodness of my heart because it is in my heart and core and because it lights me up. Sharing and connecting with my soul family. I don't make money off this because of the people blocking that income. It is, and here I am. I mean, I am definitely not lacking, okay? I'm still alive. I still got shelter and everything always works out. And I think I'm almost being used as an example to prove you don't even need to worry about how you're going to get paid. You don't even need to know how it's all going to work out or how the people are going to come in or anything. It's all being done. It's just accepting it and watching it roll in and just having faith. And I know that sounds delulu, but I'm telling you, I am living freaking proof. Oh, yeah, Reverend. Save the humans, no pressure. What the heck did we get into this time? I know, right? But you're made for it. Enchanted vibes. I never understood the toilet paper thing. Yeah, I hear you. It just jumped up. Hold on, I gotta find that. Where is that? Like the water works just fine. Exactly. It's people get into panic. Panic is the devil energy. Panic is the lower vibration. If you look around, the people who are trying to block and stop and carry on and direct you like a handler or a manager of your life that you're not even aware is happening, they used to play on this reactiveness. And government does it all the time. They use news like, get your shot or else, right? Or do this or else, and la. And if it's fast movement, if it's rushed, it is not from the divine. I'm telling you, nothing from the divine is rushed. So that'll be your first clue. If it's confusing, if it's rushed, people are trying to get you to panic and do something quickly. That is not of the divine. That is low vibration. And it becomes so obvious that it's laughable. It is. Um Thanks for your hearts, Donna and Cosmic. And the roses, so sweet. Enchanted vibes. I worked for a council women as a consultant liaison once, and I was given the opportunity to talk to directors of DHS. It pissed me off further. Yes. There's a lot of systems that need complete restructuring from the ground up without the tainted coercion and corruption in them, right? I mean, the whole legal system completely was used against me, weaponized. And I was looking for help. Still waiting for help. And when you're targeted, doesn't matter. They'll send you in loop after loop, right? Until the truth comes out. I'm just saying. Enchanted vibes. The justification was so disgusting. It's all disgusting because it is born out of this devil low vibrational energy, right? It is born out of wanting to control and wanting to own and overpower others. And there's nothing healthy about that. And one of the hardest things for all of us was we were naive because we really couldn't wrap our head around the fact that someone would even think to do the stuff that they do. So how could we even, until you see it, your mind can't perceive it. So until we experienced it, which is why we experienced what we did, we really couldn't have wrapped our head around that. We would have been the first one to say, what do you mean? I don't understand. Like, what's the problem? What's the problem? Enchanted. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Enchanted says there is no reason for treating people the way they do. And that's the bottom line. Agreed. I also spent almost a decade in long term care, and I do not appreciate the way that we treat or respect the people that have built the foundation, our ancestors that have done so much and gone through so much grueling crap to get us to where we are, and then just sit them in a room. And there's so many things that need change, guys. And I know you know this. This is why it's just expanding and expanding and expanding. But there are ways to bring these changes, and it doesn't involve retaliation. It doesn't involve throwing fear out there. It doesn't involve, strong arming or bullying or anything. It's about advocating more people, more numbers, all of us speaking our truth and finally taking a stand and saying these are the boundaries. We're not crossing them anymore. And then how holding people accountable, having consequences. There are consequences. If everybody just stopped doing this, if everybody just stopped buying into the crap, if everybody just stopped, but we're in the front lines, as well as there are other people in the front lines even before us. Our ancestors tried also starting to introduce new systems, new ideas, and look what happened. They were met. It was hard. So we've got to really be reverent with all of the people who tried before us, because if we think this is tough, imagine what they went through, where egos were even more solidly snapped in one way of thinking, and that was it, right? Um, and then we've got Enchanted. It puzzles me that they can't see things in the simplest forms. Imagine yourself in other shoes. Well, maybe some of them do see it, and maybe some of them use that to weaponize and gain power, right? Corruption. That's how I view it. Some people, oh, that's interesting that you said that, Enchanted, because today I heard this thing. Here's what I heard. Some people do it out of ignorance. Some people do it because they don't think anybody is watching, and some people do it because they get off on it, right? And I kept hearing that today. Reverend Winehorn says, no, there is a great reason. It's part of the farm, not just incompetence, harmful and malicious. Yep, incompetence. Loosh harvesting saw the nastiest demon ever in the VA hospital atrium, built to feed. Yes, they feed off fear. If you look at anything, why do so many of them torment the child before they do what they're going to do? Torment the animal before, terrorize. Why did my ex-abuser love to terrorize me? Because they feed, the little demons in them feed off of that. Okay? That's a very real thing, this energy exchange. Enchanted Vibe says they always think it can't be them. It's sad. Yeah, but it always gets balanced, and that is sad. It's all sad. Enchanted Vibes, because it's the furthest from the truth. What time is it, guys? 8:03. I feel bad now that Donna probably would have enjoyed having her live, but we're doing that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern on Donna's, which is Conscious Soul 44. Don't forget. I don't know. Do you guys want to do our own little private meet, or what do you want to do? Or does anybody else have any questions? Wow, I just had a card thrown. Hold on. 2. Yes. It's about receiving and offering further education on how to change your perspective. That came through loud and clear when these 2 flew out. So thank you, Spirit. And Conscious Soul 44, Donna says, it's a revolutionary energy that's here. Last time was 1966. We had the start of, where's my little thingy here? Vietnam, Dr. Martin Luther King, and the civil rights were being changed, plus many more things across the world. So you see the patterns and cycles, right? It's not just in each person's life, but then it's bigger, and then it's bigger, and it's more worldwide, and then it's, solar system wide. It's exactly a mirrored pattern. And once you see the patterns, you can't unsee them. Buffalo Underdog, you guys could write a chapter each. I started a book called Broken System, didn't go that direction. I wrote a children's book about my reincarnated dog instead. Oh, I love that. But Broken System lives. There's going to be so many books, guys, coming out of us. So many books. And it's not just going to be one. It's not just going to be one subject. There are many. It's going to keep branching off. Cosmic says we need to revive our beautiful imaginations more than ever now. Yes. Why do you think in schools they say, how dare you sit there in dreamland, you and your imagination? There's no, what is that? They try to stifle the imagination, or you get corrected, right? We used to get put in timeout, stuck in the corner with public humiliation if we were daydreaming. But that is exactly what that is manifestation. And they wanted our direct focus, especially as young, fertile minds, on what they wanted to create. Twisted, yes. Okay, sorry guys. Chanted vibes. I'm down. And Reverend, yep, I'm in as well. What did I miss here? Oh, okay, yep. Donna says, I'm getting in the shower and getting to bed. Unfortunately, I work, but it will not be like this much longer. That's right, exactly. And you need rest, for sure. Enchanted vibes, it ripples outwardly, yes. Conscious Soul 44. But if you do a meeting, I warn you all, Enchanted vibes is freaking hilarious. Yes. Reverend Enchanted had me crying with laughter. Yes, she is funny. A funny, funny girl. And we decided, I think, didn't we, Enchanted, that that's your calling? That your channel, speaking your truth with that wonderful little twist, would be very beneficial for you. I think that is truly your calling. Totally. So what, you guys want me to send you links and we'll do a quick meeting with all of us, or what do you think? Enchanted vibes. I love making people laugh. Yes. Laughter is literally the best medicine. It is a beautiful medicine, and it's fun. Or did you guys want to do another meeting another time? Like when would you prefer to do it? Conscious Soul 44, funny and smart. You're great with your words and delivery. Buffalo Underdog, have you ever done stand-up? Enchanted vibes, I'm in. Okay. Enchanted vibes, never. Well, see, do stand-up on your channel, and then you could even do it. You could do videos to start, and then try lives. Because you'd be good at it. You saw that we didn't have scripts. We were talking one-on-one, right? Enchanted vibes. I feel like I would freeze. Don't think of it that way then, right? Or maybe do a podcast. Or interview, like split scene and then interview and then share it, because you tend to, when you've got somebody else, and the improv, right? I used to be more of someone who enjoyed the improv, and you'd probably love it because you did that day, right? And what am I seeing here? Buffalo Underdog, laughter is my favorite way to spend time. Yes. I think it's everybody's. And Conscious Soul 44, Donna says, it's definitely... I can't read that word. Enchanted vibes, not forced at all. Oh, what? Fluid or flowing? Oh my gosh. I've been talking too much today. I was out screaming and playing with the kids down a wild slide. It was really fast. Enchanted vibes. I thought about podcast and flipped it more than a pancake, but I can't figure out the structure. Just do it off the cuff. Just do a little interview, right? With say Donna, right? Do an interview with any of us. Conscious Soul 44 flowed. Yeah, I thought you meant that. I was just trying to guess. Was it fluid or flowed? Reverend, I'm going to try my tablet so I can see everyone. Squished screen. I know. So, okay, I'll send the invite out, and anyone who wants to join can join. Anyone who's too busy or whatever, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm gonna try to do each time. So I'll send it out. Probably give me about 10 minutes, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink of water and then I'll come back. Hopefully that's not too late for you guys. But about 10 minutes, expect an invite in your email, okay? Enchanted vibes, yes. That's a great idea, Kat. Okay, cool. I shall do that. Meanwhile, keep shining, guys. I'll see you on the other side. Not literally, okay? Take care, guys.